Okay, so I guess we can all see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fine. So I'm going to be giving us the basic guide. I know some of us will be expecting that we'll dive into Figma today. Yes, we are going to dive into Figma, but the truth is we have to know the guide that guides what we are about to learn. Did you understand? It's not just diving into Figma and start doing UI UX design. No, we need to understand the things that guides the UI design, the things that guides the UX design. You understand? So when we understand that aspect, then I think it's going to give us a very good foundation on the move for this. Just like you can't buy a car today, or you can't buy any appliances without having a manual. What the manual there is doing is just helping you to glance through on how to make use of that particular appliances, right? Or that device. So the complete guide on how to learn the UI UX or how to use or to know UI UX is just what we'll just be doing. I have the slide in two PowerPoint documents, which I'll be sharing. So at any point in time, if you have a question, please, you can pause me at any point in time. And I'm going to feel free to pause me at any point in time for further explanation. And I will be attending to your question at that particular time. So you will not forget. So I'm ready to attend to your question. Don't say, oh, after the presentation. No, any point in time, just open your mic, said excuse, then I'm going to pause, then we can continue. Zainab, are you there with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, fine. Thank you. All right. So firstly, we want to be going through some things in UI UX and what's the contents? What is a UI design? The basic requirement to become a UI designer. I guess we all know. I mentioned some of this thing in in the last meeting we had. What skills do you need to become a UI designer? Right? Then UI design tools a designer must master, and then where can you learn UI design? Practice UI design. So if you notice, most of what we have today is based on user interface, user interface, user interface. Because we need to understand our user interface, then we understand our user experience, then we combine to be a product design. Do you understand? So these are all what we are going to be going through today. And then we will now know how to balance that up. All right. The first thing is, what is the UI design? Now, there are so many definitions of UI design online everywhere, right? So, but I just came up with this saying a UI design is a way that designer creates for user to use and feel, focus on a website or a mobile app style and look. Now, let me explain this, right? The look and feel or the feel of how you're using a particular product. When I'm talking about product, I'm talking about an application or a website because they are all product. The way you feel concerning a particular application or the way you feel, your look and feel, the user look and feel on a particular application, neither an app or a website, it's all we talk about, or it's all that's known about the UI design. UI design is something that we practicalize on our daily basis. It's something that we do on daily basis, right? The way you feel concerning yourself, the dress you're putting on, if it matches, the way you feel concerning the bag you're carrying, if it matches, the way you feel concerning anything that, how am I looking? How is this thing? That's the look and feel, right? Just that you cannot see what's happening at the back of that particular product, but you can see the product and you can feel how it is. Oh, this application look nice and beautiful. That might be Mr. A option. Mr. B option, wow, is user-friendly. I don't need anybody to teach me how to use this particular app or this product. That is option B perspective concerning that particular product as well. So this is how the user feels concerning that particular product. That is the UI design. That's the user interface. Is user interface. User, not the designer interface. Is the user interface. So the number one rules in UI UX design, I don't know, it's not everything I'm saying that is in this, what's it called? That is in this presentation. So I advise, if possible, you have what's it called? A jotter. So you can just jot down some things that I'll be saying, because not everything. I'll just have this slide for a guide. Then I say some things that is not here. So the number one rules is this, right? Never you design for yourself. Never you design for yourself. I'll be using I'll be using this as an example. Mr. Frank likes blue color. So Mr. Frank is trying to develop an app, and Mr. Frank decided to use the blue color, not knowing the reason of using the blue color. But just because Mr. Frank likes blue color, he's using the blue color. No, design doesn't work like that. Zainab likes using what's it called? Likes all the is shaped to be a square shapes. And then Zainab started using a square shape in every place or everywhere that demands a shape. It doesn't work like that. No. Anything you're doing as a designer, you're not designing for yourself. You're designing for the user, not for your own self. You're designing for the user, right? So if you're designing for the user, it all demands that anything you're doing, you don't do it for yourself. You do it for the user. So even though you like a particular color, you don't use it because of what you're designing is not for yourself. Because you like one particular thing and you feel it's supposed to be like that. No, you don't do that because you're not designing for yourself. All you're going to do is you check how cool it is for the people that is going to be using the app. That's number one rule that falls under UI design. All right. So let's move. Now, the design principles give your user the control over your interface. That's a sample of what I was just saying. You're giving them this privilege to say, okay, fine, I'm the designer, but I'm not in control because I'm designing for people to use this, or for users to consume this particular product. Let me give, for example, I was working for one of this not a company, is an individual in the US, and the man has a little idea on UI UX design. And what he does is this: Divine, the design is nice, but didn't you think we should have it this way? No, he's saying that because that is what he wants. And then I always tell him, I said, you are just one in 1,000 of people that is going to be using this particular product. So you don't have to be that selfish to make the design to look like what you want. Make it to be free for people that want to use it. That's the number one thing there. Give the user control over the interface. That is the rules. Number one rule. Number two, reduce the memory of burden on the user. The burden is for them not to start looking for who will help them to access the app, who will help them to make use of the app. No, make it to be easy for them that they can navigate through any product you are designing with ease without the help of anybody. If at all is this bad, they can say, okay, fine. Let me just ask someone on where the state is. But the fact that you're reducing the burden on them, you're solving a big problem. Keep consistency of the interface. You're not just designing, but you're keeping the consistency there. It means if you're using a text, right? A text of 16 pixels, or a text of 16, that's the font size of 16, right? You don't, in all your headers, you don't need to start changing it in every screen. Screen 1, your heading is 16. Screen 2, your heading is 18. Screen 3, your heading is 22. Screen 4, no. The consistency there is keeping that particular font size as your header all through your design in that particular product. So you keep consistency via the colors, via the shapes, via the what's it called? What's it called again? The typography. When we're talking about typography, we're talking about the fonts, the font size, and the colors and every other thing like that. That's typography. So you're keeping consistency. The font you're using, the name of the font, you should not use more than 2 fonts in your design. You should not use more than 2 fonts in your design. Using more than 2 fonts in your design is you're bridging the rules and regulation in designs, right? I think the highest you should use, give or take, the highest should be 3 if it demands for you to make use of 3 fonts. But the basic thing you should do is you should use highest 2 fonts. But if there's a demand for 3 fonts, fine, but let it not go above that. Because if it goes above that, then you're bridging that. So giving the users control over your interface, you're not designing for yourself, you're making your design free for them to use, reduce the memory burden on the users, keeping the consistency of your interface. Now, what are the basic requirements that a designer needs to know? Have a basic knowledge of UI design. And if you're saying what's the basic knowledge of UI design, Mr. Frank, let me ask you this question. Do you need anybody to tell you the what's it called? The match of your shirt and your trousers in the morning before putting them on?
No.
Fine. So seems you don't need anybody to do that. Okay. So I was asking, do you need someone to tell you that do you need someone to tell you to change your hair tie in the morning that is not matching what you're putting on?
No.
Yeah. So since you don't need someone to put you through all of that, that means everyone that has that basic knowledge on how to mix colors, on how to do layout. Let's use example of the layout. Let's use our room. You know where to keep your television, you know where to keep your boxes, you know how to arrange the chairs, you know how to keep the kitchen clean, where to drop this, where to drop that. Then as far as you can do all of that, then of course you are able to do this UI. Then learn to use the UI design tools. Yeah. So when they're saying the UI design tools, they're talking about the tools that you'll be using for your UI. So for this course, we'll be using Figma. So Figma is the number 1 top rated tools for UI design. Despite when you're working as a team now, you have to subscribe. But if you're working as on an individual project, you don't need what's it called? You don't need to subscribe. It's actually free, right? But immediately you start working with team project, then you now need to subscribe on Figma. But for now that we are all learning, right? So we'll be using Figma because we are working on just individual projects. No design rules for each platform. So each of the platform that we'll be using, just like we use Figma, will be teaching us the guides and the tools and every other thing there. understanding UI design process. So what is the UI design process? We'll be checking all of that, right? All right. So let's see the skills needed to become a UI designer. Cultivate your own sense. All of this is right. The same thing that we said earlier on. As far as you can be able to identify colors, as far as you can be able to match colors together, as far as you can be able to arrange, then we can do it. All we just need to do is more practice. So all I will need from you guys is spending more time on your system. Let's start with 2 hours in a day. I'm using that as an example. You can spend more than 2 hours in a day. Let's start with 2 hours in a day, spending 2 hours on your system, trying to sort out problem, trying to learn, even though I'm not there, right? You can still chat me up at any time, ask, on the group, my name is you see Tech on the group, that's me. So, hello, sir, I'm trying to do this. How can I get this done? Because you have paid for this course, I'm your tutor. So after this course, I'm still your tutor. That is how I do mine, right? I have so many students that still reach out to me till now. So you're free to reach out to me after now, anytime. I'm trying to do this. What's the right step for me to handle this? Or I'm trying to do this, but I'm not getting it right. How can you help me out to do this? So all you need is to cultivate a habit of you doing something and doing it again and again and again. You need to have a skill of user experience, which we all have. What are the user experience? The user experience is if you're able to match these colors together, if you're able to arrange your kitchen and know where to keep your sugar, know where to keep your milk, if you can able to arrange your trolley, then we have this experience you're talking about. Interaction design. So interaction design is something also that we are going to learn how to interact our designs, how to make them interact to each other, how to make them talk to each other, and how to make it work. So that is most of the things that we'll be looking at. So let's check the design tools that we have here. So we have so many design tools now. We have the Sketch, we have Figma. Now, Sketch is only work for people that are using MacBook, right? So I can use Sketch now because I'm privileged to use a MacBook. Zainab, what system are you using?
A Mac.
What type of system are you using?
A MacBook.
A Mac. Oh wow, fine. So if you're using a MacBook, then Zainab can be able to do what? To use. You can be able to use Sketch, right? Then has it dropped off? Where is he? Okay, he's here. Sorry, Mr. Frank. What system are you using?
I'm using an HP EliteBook.
Okay, an HP EliteBook. So now Zainab is using a MacBook. You're using a Windows, right? So now Zainab can be able to use Sketch, but you can't use Sketch because Sketch is only designed for people that use Apple products alone.
Okay.
You understand? But it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop us, right? It's just an additional feature for those that uses MacBook Pro. Then Figma. Figma is both for MacBook users and Windows users. So everybody can use Figma, which we are going to check the environment of Figma before we finish today. InVision Studio also is, and Figma has two versions. We have the app version, right? That's the one that you can download the app and install the app on your system, or you can be using the web version. That's the browser version, the one that you just need to go to your browser and then continue from there. But if you want to get the app, you can still download the app on your system as well. InVision Studio is also a UI UX design tools as well. Mockup Plus Cloud, Framer, Flinto, Adobe XD, and so on and so forth. So all of these are tools, but we can't go through all of them. But bet me, all of them are having similar interface, same tools, right? But the only thing is, the layout might be different. Where they kept their tools might be different from where how Sketch position his own tools might be different from how Figma position his own tools. You understand? So all these tools that we have here are cool, but we are using Figma because it's one of the rated tools now for UI UX designers, and we don't want to be left behind. We said we want to join the trending, right? So that's why we are going to be using Figma. Now, what are the resources we need? Now, there are so many resources that is needed while trying to participate in neither a course or trying to learn UI UX design or anything. The number one thing is practice. That was how I define my own. Right? It's not here now, but I'm going to still say it. The number one thing is practice. Why I said my number one is practice, because I come to notice that the more time you spend on your system trying to practice, the more good you become, the more better you become. So you can't compare yourself with someone that spent 3 hours practicing and you spend 30 minutes practicing. No, you can't be of the same level. You can't be equal in any means, because the person that is spending 2 hours is taking his time, spending 2 hours to do things and do them again and again and again and practice more. So the person is doing better and will be doing better than someone that is spending less time on doing that particular thing. You know, UI UX design is not just a an oral class. It's just 10% of what theory, then 90% of practicals. Now, where is the theory coming from? It's coming from the UI book designs that we'll be studying. It's coming from the UI design online courses that we're taking, just like we're doing now, right? Then the inspiration thing is, as a designer, there must be a place, or there must be where you get your inspirations from. And what are inspirations? Where you go to get ideas. Okay, I'm working on a particular page and I'm stuck. I want to work on a login screen, right? I want to design the login screen, and then I'm stuck on how to get that login screen done, right? Then I can go to some websites. There we can be able to see inspirations. When I'm talking about the website, I'm talking about dribbles.com. Have you heard about dribbles before? Zainab, Frank, have you heard something of dribbles?
No.
No, okay. The dribbles there is a triple B, dribbles.com. We have dribbles.com. We have uplaps, right? So we have so many of them, which I will be mentioning. Many of them. We have so many of them, which we'll also be mentioning in the course, which I'll be mentioning in course of this training, right? Then the UI design tutorials. So despite the online course we are having, right? I can decide to drop something on the group today. I said, I'll tell Frank and Zainab, I said, fine. I don't know why others are not joining us today, but I think probably they will join us in the next class. So said, okay, fine. Frank and Zainab, these are the people I'm familiar with. I'm sorry, others. I'm sorry, guys. So Frank and Zainab said, okay, fine. Frank and Zainab, I want you guys to do what? To do this for me. And then I'll just drop that tutorial there. So all you just need to do is just to go there. Sorry, Obina. Hello, Obina. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
I'm sorry. I have not been mentioning Obina all this while. I'm just mentioning Frank and Zainab. Obina, how are you doing
There's no
today?
problem. I'm very fine, sir.
Okay, where are you joining us from, please?
Enugu, UNN.
UNN, Enugu. Okay, thank you. Zainab is here and Frank is here. Frank is joining us from Lagos. Zainab is joining us from Abuja. Why Obina is joining us from Enugu. All right, thank you guys. Sorry, Obina. I think I'll be mentioning Obina now. So now I'm just going to drop something on the group and said, okay, fine. Frank, Obina, and Zainab, I want you guys to design this thing for me, right? one thing about design is this, right? You just need to look at the design very well, study it, and then I bet you can do it. And after the next 6 months, if any of you should go back to your first design, you will laugh out loud because you'll be wondering, am I the one that designed this rubbish? But at first, your design is going to look attractive to you. Fine, right? But that's not a problem. But you find out that the more you're advancing on your design skills, the more you're practicing, the more you're spending time with your system, you'll be doing better, you'll be doing more. And then if you now fall back one day and then you see your first design you did when you were learning, you will laugh out, like you will laugh yourself and you ask yourself, who designed this thing? How come did I design this? But what Figma help us to do is it help us to store that our designs. As far as you are using Figma, Figma helps you to keep your design from beginning to scratch. You don't need to even be downloading them on your system or so. You understand? So UI design tutorials is something that you will be doing constantly. Even though I didn't give you, you can go to any of these websites where you get inspiration from. You can just get one design there and say you want to replicate the design. You might not get it right exactly the way it is, right? But you can try to get it. Even though you can't get it right, you have tried to get it. The more you try it again, you'll find out that you're going to get it. The only thing there is the logic there is just keep trying, keep doing it, keep spending time on your system. Then you find out that everything there is just going to work as expected or as we want. All right. So how to practice UI UX design. So participate in UI competitions. This is when we have had a clue. We have understand the UI design very well. We have done so many practice. Then we have a clue of how it works. Even though we are not perfect, we are just participating, not hoping to win, but just to want to participate. And bet me is going to be part of your portfolio at the end when you're trying to build your portfolio, that you participate in social competition, even though if you didn't win, right? Pick up a contract work. The contract work is not the one that they'll be paying you. The contract work is the one that you pick up by yourself to do without any pay. You're paying yourself, even though you're trying to redesign a particular product. So you're picking up that contract to redesign a particular product and you'll be paying yourself. Practice on your own. The most important thing there. Practice on your own. Spend more time on your system to practice. UI design tutorials are still an important one. So now that is the end of this, why I opened the Figma. So why I'm opening the Figma, any question? Any question, guys?
Yes, Mr. Victor.
My name is Divine. Don't mind me. I have two different PCs. So
Okay.
yeah. My name is Divine. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Divine. As a professional, my take is on the Figma. What do you advise professionally? Should one download the Figma, or should one just go on the website?
Okay. If I may say this, right? It's all depend on the data speed you're using, right? Okay. If you're having the app, if you're not having a strong data speed, it might not open faster. Not that it's not going to open. It's going to open, but it might not open faster, right? You understand? But if you're using what's it called, the Figma, the web version, right? Then that one as well is going to work for you too. But that aspect now is going to load faster because you're using, it's just like you're visiting a website. Did you understand? Yeah, just like you're visiting a website. Yeah, that is also going to load faster for you. But if you're using the app will try to fetch all your stored designs.
Okay, I understand.
Do you understand? Yeah, it's going to try to fetch all your stored designs and pick up one or two things and so on and so on. So that is the reason why I use the both. I use both the app, and then I use both the online version of it. So it's not that any of them is bad. The both of them are okay.
Okay.
Did you get? All right.
Yes.
So I will be showing you guys how to get into Figma, right? So I'll be sharing my screen again. I'll be going off the camera. I'll be sharing my screen again. So, but at this point in time, I guess Obina, are you with your system?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's just all move down to the Zainab. Let's all move down to the browser, any browser of your choice. Any browser of your choice, any browser of your choice that you're using. Let me switch now. So just go to your Google. For those of us like someone like me that is just learning, coming in for the first time, I don't know how to use Chrome. So just go to your Google and search for Figma, and just search for Figma, and then this is the first thing that you're going to see. That's Figma. I'm waiting. I'm not in a rush. If
Okay.
you're there, just indicate that you're with me on this particular page.
Okay, I'm there.
I'm there as well.
Okay,
I'm there as well.
Frank.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fine. We are all there. So now I'm just going to click on it now. So let's move down to, it's going to take us down now to another page. Are we good?
Mine is loading.
Okay, fine. No, just allow it to take its time, please. Any progress?
Yes.
Zainab, are you there? Obina.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Obina, what about you?
No. Network is slow here.
Okay,
Network
fine.
is slow.
Okay. Enugu network is always slow.
No.
Enugu network is always slow. I've been to Enugu. Their network is always slow. So Zainab, just let's wait for Obina and Frank, please.
I'm there now. I'm there.
Okay, let's wait for Obina.
All right, I'm there.
Okay, so fine. That's the next step now. If you check at the top, you see get started for free. Has any of us signed up with Figma before now? Have anyone?
Yes. Yes, I've signed in before.
You've signed in
Yes.
before? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, what
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Obina? Have you signed in with
Yeah.
Figma before?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So we are all in Figma then. So there's no need to pass us through the registration process now.
Yes.
There's no need. Okay. Zainab, there's no need, right?
There is no need.
Okay. Obina as well, there's no need. So fine. Okay, I have a new I decided to I was thinking maybe we all are starting up afresh. So I'm just going to pass through the process of just using my Google to sign up, because I was thinking we are all new there. So just 1 minute while I speed up the registration. So I guess are we all here now? Everybody,
Yes. On the
everybody,
work.
you're there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Zainab, are you there? Obina,
Yes, I'm there.
you're there. I'm waiting for we are waiting for Obina. Let me see. It's like Obina dropped out though. Obina, are you here? No. Okay, Obina dropped out. So I don't know why, but I think maybe his network thing. Okay, Obina is joining us now. He dropped out, so I just accepted him to join us. So we all are here now. So now this is Figma environment, right? But before we jump down to Figma, there's something very important that we need to talk about. And this is something that most of these tutors, online tutors, don't mention to us. And what is that thing? It's called a fig jam. And fig jam is just one of the tools that that Figma have. It's called the fig jam. Now, how do I set a fig jam, or how do I get this fig jam? All right, so let's see. Are you seeing this main menu here? I guess we
Yes.
also, yeah. So let's click on that main menu. There will be a drop down, right? Then we click on go back to file. So let's go back to file. I want us to be here all together. So once you're there, just let me know, please, so that we'll move together. So just at the top there, here, yours, you see, once you click on the drop down arrow, you see back to file, it's going to take you down here. I don't know if you got to say it. Should I repeat myself again?
Okay. Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. Now I seen my cursor.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, okay. See this place the way I am now. It's going to
No.
show you main. It's going to show you main menu. So you
Yes.
just hit it, right? Yeah. You see a drop down. The first option there, back to file. That's this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Just click on back to file. Obina, welcome back. Please. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay. Are we out there now? So Obina, do you see where we are now? We are in the environment, Figma environment. At this point in time, we're just trying to get familiar with Figma environment, but we're not using the downloaded version of Figma. We're using the browser version. That's the online version. So since you're already logged in, you already created an account with Figma. So I think the first thing you need to do is to come down to your account. Do you want us to take the process again, or you can find your way down to this place?
I can find my way.
Okay. Zainab, are you with us there?
Yes, I am.
You are. Okay. Frank, are you here now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. So now basically, because it's a new account, right? I'm seeing just these two things here. But what I want us to do is not the Figma himself. We want us to just give a little glance on FigJam. right? So now if I said create new file here, create new, that's I want to create a new file at the right hand side of your screen. You see this, instead of create design file, we are not going to create a design file. We are going to create a FigJam board. So you can click on FigJam board. If you're here, just click on FigJam board. So at this point in time, we are creating a FigJam board. But if you want to create a Figma file direct, there you can click on the design file. But just create a FigJam board. There you're going to be here. Please, when you get to this place, still let me know as well. I'll be waiting.
Now, Mr. Divine,
Sir.
sorry. I think when I signed for this Figma stuff, because on my what I'm getting on my board is telling me I've used them 2 of 3 free files.
You
I
have
don't know if
used 2 of 3 free files.
yes.
Okay, can you just snap what you're saying there and send to the group so that I can see that. I don't know where that is coming from.
Okay.
Obina, when you get there, let us know. Zainab, are you there?
Yes.
Zainab is like you've been doing design before now.
No, not really. I just started getting into it like late 2024. So
Okay.
I'm still a newbie.
Okay. And you're not. You're not. At least you have the better experience of it than me now. And and Frank and Obina as well. Obina, have you been doing design before?
I've been doing design.
Ah, good.
And
It's only me and Frank that's left
So sorry,
behind. What's
it's just I think when I actually signed up for Figma, I think I made one design. I think I can remember now. That's why it's showing me this free file stuff
no,
because I
no,
wanted to
that
yeah,
shouldn't be a problem, even though you have several designs, right? So
yeah.
the issue there is this: Figma only allows you to create 3 groups, and each of that group can have several files inside. Did you
Okay.
understand? It's just like a team, right? Inside one group now is a team. Inside another group is a team. Another group is a team. So it allows you to create this team, and inside that team you can put as much project inside,
Okay.
but you can't have more than 3 of that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Obina, have
I,
you encountered such issue before? Zainab, have you encountered such issue before?
no.
No, yeah, okay, fine. So that is what Figma does. Actually, before now, Figma is a free tool that everyone can use, and you can still collaborate with anybody, no matter where you are, with ease. But immediately it was sold to Adobe. Figma has been sold to Adobe, right? So immediately it was sold to Adobe, then they have to monetize it, right? That's why some of those features, just like we're having a Zoom meeting now, this kind of thing we are doing now can be done on Figma, where we are going to be on a call inside Figma. We'll be talking to each other. For those that play games, those God, just like you'll be playing game and you'll be talking to each other while playing the game. That's how Figma does. You'll be talking to each other and you'll be working with your mics on and everything. You'll still be talking and you'll be working. Did you get so? But all of that now is when you're subscribed to Figma. But before now, it was free before it was sold out to Adobe. So have you sent that to the group? Or are you in? Are you in now? Have you find your way in? Frank.
yes, I'm there now.
Okay, fine. We are all there. Obina, you're there, right? Zainab, you're there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me talk about this, right? I know many people did not know this, but it's very, very important. Very, very important. This is a fig jam, and it's a fig jam. It's not a Figma. And what fig jam does, it helps us to brainstorm. What did I mean by brainstorming? Getting ideas that we want, then make them to be like a flow. Let me give for example. Now, please just look at my screens, especially my cursor. I'll be waving it as many times as I can, so that we can all see and follow me up. So now at this point here, I'm just going to introduce us to it. So we have the title here. That's the title of this is not Figma design. This is
Jam.
Fig Jam.
Yeah.
It's two different things, but two different, like two app in just one product. That's Figma. But we have the design, we have the Fig Jam. So this is the Fig Jam. This is the Fig Jam that we have for brainstorming before moving into the designs, right? So here now we have the title. This is where you can change the name of this particular Fig Jam project. So if I double click, just double click there, then you can be able to change the name. Then I space out, then I change the name to UI UX. Please, just like I said, if you did not grab any step that I'm taking, just call my attention back. Please, we should not be angry for how slow we are going to be, but we are all learning. And the aim of this thing is for everybody to grab all we are going to be teaching. You understand? So people used to say learning online is a scam, but that's not true, right? So I've been teaching online. This is not the first one. This is not the second. This is not the third, and it's not going to be the last. And my students grasp what I'm teaching. So I wonder where they are taking their own course for. I might be a bit slow. That is not my problem. But my problem is as far as we all grab it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So here now, once you double click on it, it gives you the privilege for you to enter whatsoever name you want to call your document. Please always try to use a name that is similar to the project you're working, so that you can be able to trace that particular document. Do you understand? Don't use something far different from the project you're working on, right? I just, if I name this thing now to be webinar, right? Yeah. Or UI UX webinar. So if I name this now to be webinar, oh sorry, what am I doing? Then if I just click out that name, it has saved like that.
Yeah.
You don't need to be pressing Control X, all those things. No, Figma saves automatically as far as you're connected to the internet. But if you're not connected to the internet, after you're finished working, you have to put on your internet again, so that your Figma can save to the cloud. It saves online, it saves to the cloud, right? But don't forget, once you open it, you can turn off your data. Some people said, I can't be wasting my data like that. No, you can put on your data and work. But once you're done, once you put on your data, you open your file, you can put off your data and you start working. Once you're done working, just try to put on your data again and make sure that Figma is connected. Just give it a few seconds. Automatically, it will auto save.
Okay.
So you can access it from anywhere you want, as far as you are using that same email, right? Yeah. It's not that your data has to be on. So people say data has to be on, not true. No. So now I clicked out and then it's saved here. That is, and then if you have how you want to arrange your pages. So you have page 1, page 2, like our documents, but we are not going to go into that now. We just have the UI UX webinar, which is the name. Then here, at the right-hand side here, we have some things there. Firstly, we have your account, right? That's holding your account there. So if you're working with more than 2 persons, right? You can tell the person to spotlight me. That means you want to know where I'm working. We are still going to work on a team. Maybe during this learning process, we all going to be on the same project, and then we'll see how to collaborate together to work as a team, right? So now we have your account here, right? Then the next thing we have beside your account here is generate, right? This generate now have some tools, some templates that you can make use of while trying to design. But we're not going to be making use of any template now because we want to design from scratch. So we're designing from scratch to make sure that the design that we are doing is working perfectly. You understand? So we're not going to be using any of that for now. So all we are going to be doing is using our own design from scratch. Okay, so now that is for the generate. Then the next thing we have there now, I just have to close so that we can all follow. I guess you're all following me. Yeah, the templates. So you see, we have different kind of templates here. We have, if you want to do for a meeting, a diagram, planning, brainstorming, development, user research, student life. So they have different kind of templates that we have here. So many templates that you can make use of. So many templates. But at a scratch, just like I mentioned, we are not making use of any templates. Then we have comments here. Comment means you can comment on a particular design that you're doing. And for maybe you're designing and you got stuck somewhere and you want to remember yourself, or you want someone, if you're working as a team, you want to tell your partner that this is a process, then you can comment on that particular page where you are, or that particular document. So you can have comments here. That's comments, and then share. For example, now, this share now, if I want to share this document to Obina, to Zainab, to Frank, all I need to do is I'm going to request for your email address, right? So you can share your project with anybody. I'm going to request for your email address. Then when you provide me your email address, all I'm going to do is to just input the email address here and send the invite. Or I'm going to copy this link. That's this link here. If I click on copy, I'm going to copy this link. Then I can send via any social media means. I can send it to the person, and then the person is going to make use of that. So that is for the share there. So you can share your project. You can share the link of your work to anybody, and the person can view via phone or via his laptop, right? So as far as the person is having an internet connection. Now, the most important thing there now is this is our section where we have some basic tools that we're going to be using. Yeah, because of our time, we're going to make it very short one. Why? I'm going to give you guys assignment, right? Okay, fine. So let's make it very quick. Now, the first thing we're going to be doing now, we're going to be checking on how to brainstorm. Now, what is the brainstorming there? The brainstorming there is I want to design an app that will make me, Frank, Zainab, and Obina to be communicating together. That is my idea, right? The first thing I need to do is, okay, fine. Before I start designing, let me understand how I'm going to design this particular app. So that brings me where I'm going to say, okay, fine, let me do a flow on how this app is going to work. How is it going to work? At first, you will click on the stats. So I'm brainstorming now, right? So let's see. I'm brainstorming. I pick up a shape of any of a choice. You see, I just click on the shape and then I insert the shape there. It's not a drama, right? All you just need to do is once you click here, you see different kind of shape. You see, yeah, we have different kind of shapes. And the question is, which shape should I use? That is the question, which I'm going to talk about shortly. We can use any shape of our choice, but let me delete all of this first. So we have different kind of shapes here. We have a pencil, we have a selection tools. This selection tools is helping you to select any of this. So if I click on this selection tools, it helps me to select anything I want to select. If I click on this hand tool here, it helps me to move from one side to the other. Like I can be moving from one side to the other like this. Yeah. For example, now if I add a shape now, so I click on this hand tool now. See, I saying it's helping me to move. That's the work of the hand tool. It helps me to move. Then I have to click back on the select shape. Select shape will help you to select any tools of your choice, right? Then we have a marker. This marker now, we all know what marker is used for. I saying that's not what one wants to do. Then we have a highlighter to tell you how serious this is. Then we have a tape, a wrist tape. I saying, yeah, this thing has all their own functions. This is my eraser now. You see, I'm cleaning. I can clean any of those things which I've applied. So, for example, the highlighter, I can change the highlighter colors here. Once the highlighter is selected, then this color differences becomes active for me to select. Once the pencil is selected, these colors, for example, let me choose this red. So I'm going to draw red now. If I change the color to green, it's going to give me green. If I change the color to blue, it's going to give me blue. Then I can click on my eraser and then I'll erase. The same thing with the highlighter. You can change the colors, but we are not going to be making use of the highlighter today or nor the pen. All we are going to be making use of today is our shape. These are sticky notes, right? I can drop a sticky note here, icing, and then I'll write anything I want to write on it. We all know what sticky note does. Sticky note is used for jotting down ideas, right? Yes, for it not to forget. You're just jotting down ideas for it not to forget. Yeah. So that's what sticky notes is used for. So I have my sticky note here, which I can use for. And then you can change your sticky note colors just as we still have there. But I'm not going to be using sticky notes for today as well. So all I'm going to be doing is I can click on it and then I'll hit my delete key on your keyboard. The same thing on this shape. I can click on the shape is active, then I can hit my delete key on the keyboard. That neither anything is active. But if you're using your pen tool or your highlighter, then you have to use your eraser to take that out. But if you're using a shape, then or a sticky note, then you have to use your delete key. Click on it first and then you delete. All right. So let's quickly do a quick one. So just like I said, the name of my app, Zainab, give me a name of my app. It's my app, but you're the one naming it. So you have to give me a very fine name.
What is the app for?
Okay, my app is it wants me, it wants Zainab, Obina, and Frank to be communicating together.
Four cousins.
No, Frank. I see where you're coming. Obina, I hear Frank. Frank. I hear Frank. Frank say 4 cousins. Oh, good. Zainab, do you know what 4 cousins is?
She should.
No. Zainab did not know what 4 cousins is all about. I guess she's not going to know that. Okay, Zainab, I'm not going to use 4 cousins. So, Zainab, I want you to give me your name.
Any random name?
Yes. Okay, let's not waste time. Let's just say, let's talk. The name of my app is Let's Talk.
I was even going to say quick chat or quick talk or
okay,
something.
Okay, yeah, let's use that. Quick chat or quick talk. So,
Nice.
yeah. So, see, now, let's say this. Now, I need to type. I want to write. You can't just come here and start typing. It doesn't work that way, right? So, the first thing I need to do is I need to come down to this text tab here. So, I select the text tab. Then I can now bring in my mouse into my field. Then anywhere you drop it, that is where you want to start typing from. So I drop it here. So then I'll be said is what quick talk, right?
Yes, or quick chat, whichever.
Yeah, okay, let's say quick chat. No, let's do quick talk because it's just talking that we are talking. Okay, now you see, I said quick talk, but it's tiny. Now it's not for me to increase the font of what I have there. I can click out. So you see it here, very tiny. So I just have to click it. Then I am going to increase the font size here. This is the font size. So I click on the font size. I'm using extra large so that we can see. So you see it here. I guess some of us is familiar with Microsoft Word, right? So you can change your font here, the type of font you want to use. Here you can change the font type here. And here you can bold your font. You see sticker. You can change the color here, depending on the color you want. So Obina, which color are we going to give the app? Quick talk.
Let's give it green.
Green. Obina likes green. Yeah. So we have green to be quick talk now. So that's the color of the quick talk. Now that's my title. I'm giving it a title because I just want to have a pure background of what we are doing. So the first thing I need to do now is, okay, fine. What happens when someone comes to my app? So I select a shape. Now we have different kind of shape here, right? We have the square, we have the eclipse, which we call the cycle, we have the diamond, we have the triangle, we have the triangle downward, pointing downward, right? Yeah. Then we have the rounded rectangle, and then we have the chevron, then we have the mind mapping, right? These are, and more shapes are there anyways. So, but at first, I just want to use my square. I always love using the rounded square, don't mind me. So I select the rounded square at this point. Yeah, I drop it here. No, let's just use the normal square. So I drop it here. Now, at this point in time, your color that you're using here doesn't really matters, right? I can decide not to use a color, and I can decide to use a color. Okay, I don't want to use a color now. Let's not get it twisted. So, but this is how you get that out. It has an option. Immediately you insert a shape, it has an options here. And what are these options? The first options is for you to select the shape that you want, which I've selected the one. Anyone I select now is going to change what I have. Are you saying I can change it to anything here? And anyone I select is going to change it to what I have. Well, let me return back to where I'm coming from, which is this. Here is the color that you want to use, right? Now, I don't want to use any color. I don't want a color. So see what I'm going to do now. I said no fill. No fill means I don't want a color. This is no fill. I don't want a color. And you see transparent. You want it to be transparent. But me, I'm saying no fill. That means I don't want a color. Now, then I want a stroke. That means a border. I don't want a color, but I want a border. And the border I want is just the black border. So you can see my border has appeared. So if I click out now, I see my border. So if you click on it again, if you click on the shape again, you still have your tools back, right? So these are what I'm using. So now inside, there's a text. Okay. Are we following, please? Or any question? Am I too fast?
We're following.
Sorry. How did you create the borderline again?
Okay, fine. Let me retake that. I just deleted it, right? So I select my shape first. Then anywhere I want to place the shape, as far as it's having that plus sign there, I drop it there. This is where I dropped it. Immediately you drop your shape, right? It's going to give you these options. This mini tab here, right? Now, this mini tab here has so many things. The color. I don't want the color. So immediately I click on the color, I see no fill.
Okay.
Then I click on no fill. That means I don't want the color. But if you want a color, then you can choose any color. If I want green, just like this thing is green, I can click on green. Sorry, I've already clicked on no fill already. So let me redo that. So fill, I've choose green now. Okay. But I don't want a color. I click on no fill. So I want it transparent. I have it like this. It's transparent. It's not the same thing with this. I see the difference. Yeah, it's not the same thing with that. So now I have it to be, I just want it to be transparent. Don't worry about that. Then if you want what's it called? A border, then you can choose here. Yeah, I said none because I'm already having a field. So I'll have it's going to be like this. Then I can add a text there. So I said, I'm going to give it stats. So I'm going to increase this thing so we can all see. And then, so you can double click on the text inside and increase the font as well, just like we did the other time. So see. Now, I want to zoom this particular project up. At my right-hand side, at the bottom there, you are going to see a plus. You are going to see a plus there. Are you seeing a plus here? So if I click on the plus, you can do control plus on your keyboard, like this, control plus. It's going to be zooming out. Are you seeing? Yeah. Or you use this one. You can zoom out and zoom in. So I have a start here. So if they start the app, where is it going to take them to again? That is my own brainstorming, right? So it's going to take them to login. You do understand? So that anybody cannot just come and start using, just go inside their hair. So it's going to take them to login. So I'm going to pick a shape, any shape of a choice, just like I always tell you. So for example, I want to pick another shape. That's this diamond. Well, there's a reason why I picked this diamond this time around. So that in case I have optional places I want to divert through. So I pick up now I can change the color of this diamond. It's not compulsory I must use this blue or this green. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Which color did Mike choose? Mike, am I using the right color? Obina.
I think okay.
Okay, Obina dropped off. Sorry. Yeah, we're
I,
almost rounding up.
I think he was raising up his hand before.
Sorry, I didn't see that. My face was just all over the screen. Sorry about that. So now all we just need to do is this, is to do what? To have our text there. So I'm having login. You see now it's too big now. So I have to go and reduce the font size to medium. Zainab, did you get that?
Yes.
Okay, Frank, did you get that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so my assignment is this. A very short one. So think about any app of your choice and use your FigJam to create a flow on how it's going to work. It's very easy. Once you have these sections, just like the experience you have when using an app, when you download the app, when you open the app, where did it take you to? You jot it down. How is it going to take you to this one? You jot it down. So you now use shape to create them. Then we'll now do the connection in our next class.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Zainab, are you okay with that?
I have a question.
Okay.
So let's say you said we should use shapes.
Yes, please.
So let's say my first page is a login page that I could use like a circle. Then like the next one is my home page. Then I would use another shape to signify that it's a home page.
Yes. Now, if you're having a place where there's having a logic, I know you will not know what I mean by logic now. I have a login now, right? This is a logic. That's why I used a shape that has these 4 edges for me. And the reason why I use this there is because I'm having a logic here.
There'll be different options.
What is the logic? If the person is a new person, the person cannot log in, then I'll create another one for the person to sign up.
Sign up, yeah.
Are you saying if the person is here and the person forgot his password, I'll create another one for the person to be able to do forget password here. So the whole thing is, so that we have not done connection. And what is connection? Connection is this. From here now, I'm going to connect to this place. From here, I can connect to this place. From here, I can connect to this place, right? But I don't want to rush all of that. It's going to be what we're going to be discussing next in our next class, right? So from here now, from here again, I can still come back again to this place. Did you understand that? Right? Yeah. So that is why I'm using this logic here. But I know I did not explain that for you, but I will still explain all of that. So that's why I said you can use any shape of your choice for now, because I didn't explain. But if you can be able to identify where you're having a logic, right, then you can use this. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Frank, you said something.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. If we're to use a particular like in your worksheet now, I'm seeing three different squares. So
Okay.
can we use colors? Can we use colors to differentiate them based on what they are doing?
Yes. It's not. You can use different colors. You might not,
Okay.
if you don't want to use color, because me, I don't really like too much colors like that. That's why most times I don't use colors. I just take out the colors, and then I do no fill. Then I use stroke, black stroke, so that I won't be confusing myself. Are you saying I don't use colors most times? I just use stroke. But anyone anyone that you want to use, you're free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obina.
Yeah.
The assignment again.
Okay, the assignment is this, right? Any app of your choice, right? All we just want to do is get any app of your choice. The first thing is the app must have a name. You know, my app have a name.
Yeah.
Thanks to Zainab. Quick talk. So my app have a name, and then your app must have a name. So just give me the flow of how that app is going to look. I didn't finish my own flow, and I did not want to finish it so that you will not copy it. I just wanted to
I have a question.
Okay.
Is this class recorded?
Yes, it's recorded.
I've been trying to.
It's recorded.
I've not even entered the Figma.
Okay, it's recorded. I'll see how to compress the size, and then we'll also drop it on the you paid for it, don't worry. Also drop it, or we'll upload it on the YouTube file and then give you the link to the YouTube, which any of that is better for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Yeah. Any other questions? Zainab, are you okay?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Is this going to be every day?
Yes, that's what wants to talk now.
Hey, sorry, please. I wanted to say something. Sorry.
Okay.
Please. I know initially there was a voting poll that was created in the group.
Okay.
So yeah, and it was in three different options. So the option I chose was the one for Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So the reason why I chose that one is that at the end of this month, I'm actually going for a convention. I'm actually going for a convention, and it's a 4-day convention, but I'm going there for the last 2 days, which is on Thursday and Friday. So I don't want the class to collide with the convention itself, because I might be there till evening, so I might not be able to attend the class. So that's why I chose that particular.
I understand. We are still going to that's what we're going to talk about now. Zainab, sorry to ask this question. Are you working or you're a student?
No, I'm a student.
You're a student, okay.
Yes.
Frank, are you a student or you're working?
I graduated last year.
So. Last year, okay, congrats.
Thank you.
Obina.
I'm a student, so
yeah. Obina, why did you put the O now?
The expression.
The expression was too strong. Okay, fine. So this is it, right? I think we need to. I want it to be easier for everybody. So we'll be taking out that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The reason why is so that I want to have a long time to give you assignment so that you can have time to finish it up. Mostly weekends. So we need to schedule this class to be 3 times in a week. It's supposed to be 2. I said 3, but it has to fall in between Monday till Friday, Monday till Thursday. Abi? Yeah, Monday till Thursday. So that we will not also forget what we have been taught. So I'm going to be doing it this way. We'll be having long assignments on the last day of the week. But during the days of the week, during the remaining 3 days, the remaining days of the week, we'll be having just short assignment. I don't know. Does that work for everybody?
Yes.
Yes, that's fine.
Yes.
That's work. Okay, fine. So I don't know. From Monday to Thursday, we're just going to skip a day, but I don't know the day that we're going to skip. You guys will be the one to tell me.
I was actually, I don't know if this might be a voting. I was thinking, if I don't know how the schedule of Zainab and
Obina.
Obina will be, but I was hoping if it would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know.
Zainab, do you buy the idea Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Obina.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah,
You're free.
free. Yeah.
Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is fine. So we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's a very long one. So I'm going to be preparing a very long assignment.
Okay.
That's okay, right?
Yeah.
Please, if
No problem.
please just try it for my sake, right? Try to practice, make researches. If you have access to data, you can go to YouTube and check how to use FigJam, right? You can check user story with FigJam. It's still going to give you more ideas. Maybe I missed out something, and then you can still see them there and still share with us as well, right? We are all learning. Did you get a point? So if I didn't see myself as a learner, I'm not be able to teach you. So I have to see myself as a learner first so that I can be able to teach you, right? So please try to communicate with me or communicate in the group. The group is for us. If you have any issues, you can drop it there, right? Then let's solve it together there. I might not attend to the question on time. I'll be expecting maybe Zainab and Obina to attend to Tochiku's question first, or Tochiku and Zainab to attend to Obina, or Tochiku and Obina to attend to Zainab. So if there is no one to respond to that particular question, after a while, then I can now respond to that. Why we're doing that is we're just trying to create a family, know how to work as a team, and know how to solve problems together.
Sure.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll be expecting and I'll be hoping for questions and further clarification on the WhatsApp group. All right, thank you. And don't forget to do my assignment.
No problem, sir. So when is the submission date, sir?
No, we have to submit it. No, that's the day that everybody's going to share their screen to show us what she has done. Or you share your link, then I'm going to display it. Anyway, we are going to decide in our next meeting.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Zainab, thank you. Frank, thank you. Peter, thank you. I'm sorry, it's our first meeting. That's why it's taking this long, right? The next one is not going to take this long.
Nice meeting you, Obina and Zainab.
My name is
Nice meeting you too, Frank and Obina.
Zainab, I'm coming to Abuja soon, so get ready to buy me what's it called again? Kilishi. Oh,
Kilishi in Abuja.
Kilishi is not in Abuja, Zainab.
No, I'm saying like you're coming all the way to Abuja just to eat kilishi.
No, I'm not coming to Abuja just to eat kilishi. Jesus Christ. No. I'm coming to Abuja to do something else. So I'm just going to meet up with Zainab to buy me kilishi.
No problem.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. I'm grateful. All right. Yeah, have a lovely weekend.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.